Hello? It's me, Romeo. I had one friend. His name was Leo. We were friends for 12 years. 12 years of stolen fries, bad haircuts, failed exams, first jobs, broken cars, and one very ugly couch we both loved. Leo was my person. Not my love. Not my boyfriend. My person. The one I called at 2 a.m. when my heart was broken by someone else. The one who laughed so hard that milk came out of his nose. But then, I confessed something. And that confession burned everything to the ground. So if you want to learn English through a story of love, loss, and the saddest kind of heartbreak, not between lovers, but between friends, then stay with me. Grab a tea. Sit down. Because this confession? It still haunts me. Let me go back. Way back. I met Leo when we were both 17. I was the quiet one. He was the loud one. In every school, there is that one boy who makes the whole class laugh. That was Leo. And I was the boy sitting in the corner, drawing little stars on my notebook, hoping no one would notice me. One day, during lunch, I was sitting alone under a tree. I was eating a sandwich that tasted like cardboard. Suddenly, a shadow fell over me. I looked up. It was Leo. He had a big smile and a chocolate bar in his hand. He said, "You look sad. Also, you have peanut butter on your nose." I touched my nose. He was right. I was so embarrassed. But he just laughed and sat down next to me. He broke the chocolate bar in half and gave me the bigger piece. "There," he said. "Now we are friends. You have no choice." That was Leo. He never asked for permission. He just decided. And honestly, I loved that about him. For the first time in my life, I felt seen. We became inseparable. I helped him with his English homework. He taught me how to talk to girls. Well, he tried. He failed, but he tried. We spent every weekend together. His parents called me their second son. My mom made him his favorite soup when he was sick. You know that feeling when you have known someone so long that you finish their sentences? That was us. Years passed. We went to different colleges, but we talked every single day. We sent each other stupid voice messages. We had inside jokes that no one else understood. Like the banana incident. I will not explain it. It is too stupid. But it made us cry laugh every time. Then, after college, we moved into a small apartment together. 2 bedrooms. 1 bathroom. 1 couch that made a strange sound every time you sat on it. We called it the singing couch. It was terrible. But it was ours. Life was good. Simple. I worked at a bookshop. He worked at a gym. He got very strong. I got very good at recommending sad novels. We were a strange pair. But it worked. Then, she came. Her name was Elena. She started working at the gym with Leo. She was beautiful, yes. But more than that, she was kind. She remembered small things. Like how I took my coffee. Or that I was allergic to peanuts. She laughed at my jokes, the quiet, weird ones that no one ever laughed at. Leo introduced us one evening at a pizza place. He said, "Romeo, this is Elena. Elena, this is my boring friend who reads too much." Elena smiled at me. Not a polite smile. A real one. And she said, "I also read too much. What is your favorite sad book?" I almost dropped my pizza. From that night, the 3 of us became a trio. We watched movies together. We cooked terrible pasta together. We went on weekend trips to the lake. It felt like a dream. My best friend. And a girl who made my heart do strange things. But here is where it gets complicated. And sad. And very human. I started to feel something for Elena. Something warm. Something scary. Every time she laughed, I wanted to hear it again. Every time she touched my hand by accident, my skin remembered it for hours. I did not tell Leo. Why? Because I was a coward. Yes, I will say it. A coward. I was afraid. afraid of changing things, afraid of making it weird, afraid that Leo would laugh at me, or worse, that he would be angry. So I kept it inside. I smiled. I made jokes. I acted normal. But inside I was burning. One night, the three of us were watching a sad movie. A love story. A man and a woman who could not be together because of timing. Elena cried. Leo made fun of her crying. Then Elena leaned her head on my shoulder. Just for a second. But I felt electricity. Real electricity. Leo saw it. He raised one eyebrow. But he did not say anything. He just smiled and threw a popcorn at my face. "You two are weird," he said. And then he went to the kitchen to get more soda. That was the moment I should have told him. I should have said, "Leo, I think I like Elena. What should I do?" But I did not. I stayed quiet. And the quiet became a wall. A small wall at first. Then taller. Then taller. 2 months later, Leo came home with a big smile on his face. Bigger than usual. He was jumping. He picked me up and spun me around. He was strong, remember? I almost threw up. "Romeo!" he shouted. I did it. I asked Elena to be my girlfriend. And she said yes. We are together. Can you believe it? The room became very small. The singing couch stopped singing. The lights felt too bright. I looked at his face. He was so happy. So innocent. So full of joy. He had no idea. No idea that I had been dreaming about Elena for months. No idea that my heart was now a broken egg on the floor. What did I do? I smiled. I hugged him. I said, "That is amazing, Leo. I am so happy for you." And I meant it. Part of me meant it. Because I loved Leo. He was my brother. But another part of me, that part died a little that night. So began the long, slow torture. Watching them together. Hearing them laugh from the other room. Seeing Elena kiss Leo on the cheek. Making dinner for 3 while feeling like a ghost at my own table. I started to pull away. Slowly. Like a ship leaving a dock without making a sound. I stopped eating breakfast with them. I started going for long walks alone at night. I turned off my phone. I said I was tired. I said I had work. Leo noticed. Of course he noticed. He was Leo. One night, he knocked on my bedroom door. It was 11 p.m. I was lying in the dark, staring at the ceiling. "Romeo?" he said. "Can I come in?" "Yeah," I said. He sat on the edge of my bed. The bed made a sad noise. He looked at me. His eyes were not laughing now. They were worried. "What is going on with you?" he asked. "You are not, you. You do not laugh anymore. You do not make your stupid jokes about the singing couch. Are you sick? Are you sad? Talk to me." I wanted to tell him. The words were right there. On my tongue. I could feel them. I like Elena. I liked her first. And watching you two together is breaking me. But I did not say that. Instead, I said, "I am just tired, Leo. Work is stressful. The bookshop is busy. I will be fine. I promise." He looked at me for a long time. Then he nodded. He patted my shoulder. "Okay, brother. But you know you can tell me anything, right? Anything. We are family." He left. And I cried into my pillow like a child. Because I knew I was lying to the best person in my life. Weeks turned into months. Their relationship grew stronger. They said, "I love you." Now. They talked about the future. Moving to a bigger place. Getting a dog. Maybe one day a house. And I just watched. Like a person watching a train leave the station, knowing they missed it. Then came the night of the confession. It was a Saturday. Rainy. The kind of rain that makes you want to stay inside and do nothing. Leo was working late at the gym. Elena came over to our apartment to wait for him. She brought cookies. Homemade. For me. Because she remembered I liked chocolate chip. We sat on the singing couch. The rain was loud on the window. We talked about books, about movies, about her childhood, about my father, who left when I was 10. Things I never told anyone. But with her, the words just came out. At some point, she looked at me. Really looked. And she said, "Romeo, you are a good man. Do you know that? Leo is lucky to have you." My heart cracked. "Elena," I said. My voice was strange, shaky. "Can I tell you something? Something I have never told anyone?" She tilted her head. "Of course. You can tell me anything. We are friends." Friends. That word hurt. But I could not stop. The confession was like a river. It had been building behind a dam for months. And now the dam was breaking. "I like you," I said. "No. That is not strong enough. I have feelings for you. Deep feelings. Since the first night we ate pizza." I did not say anything because Leo is my best friend. And I did not want to ruin anything. But I cannot pretend anymore. Watching you with him, it is killing me. I am sorry. I am so sorry. The room went silent. Even the rain seemed to stop. Elena's face changed. Her smile disappeared. Her eyes got wide. Then small. Then wet. She stood up. Slowly. Like an old woman. "Romeo," she whispered. "Why? Why did you tell me this? Why now?" "Because I could not breathe anymore," I said. And that was the truth. The honest, ugly, painful truth. She did not say anything else. She picked up her bag. She walked to the door. She opened it. Then she stopped. She did not turn around. "I have to tell Leo," she said. "He deserves to know." Then she left. The door closed. And I sat there on the singing couch, completely alone. The confession was out. And there was no taking it back. The hour after she left was the longest hour of my life. I did not move. I just sat there, looking at the door. Waiting. My hands were cold. My mouth was dry. The cookies she brought were on the table. They looked happy. Innocent. Like little circles of betrayal. I thought about running. I thought about packing a bag and leaving forever. Moving to another city. Changing my name. Becoming a fisherman. Somewhere far away where no one knew about my stupid, broken heart. But I did not move. Because running is for cowards. And I had already been a coward for too long. Then I heard the key in the lock. It was Leo. He came in shaking rain off his jacket. His hair was wet. His face was tired from work. But when he saw me sitting in the dark, he stopped. "Romeo? Why are you sitting in the dark? Where is Elena? She said she was coming over." I opened my mouth. Nothing came out. Just air. Leo turned on the lamp. The light was cruel. It showed everything. My red eyes. My shaking hands. The half-eaten cookie on my lap. "What happened?" he asked. His voice changed. It was not friendly anymore. It was scared. "Romeo, talk to me." Then his phone buzzed. He looked at it. A message from Elena. I could not read it from where I was sitting. But I saw his face change. The color left it. Like someone poured white paint over him. He read the message again. Then again. Then he looked at me. And I saw something I had never seen in Leo's eyes before. Anger. Real, cold, burning anger. "She says you confessed to her," he said slowly. "She says you told her you love her. Is that true?" I nodded. I could not lie anymore. The lies had poisoned everything. "Yes," I said. My voice was a whisper. "It is true." Leo threw his phone on the couch. Not at me. At the couch. But it made a loud sound. The singing couch did not sing. "How long?" he asked. "How long have you felt this way?" "Since the beginning," I said. Since the pizza night. Leo laughed. But it was not a happy laugh. It was a broken laugh. The kind of laugh you make when you want to cry but your body does not know how. The pizza night? He repeated. That was 8 months ago, Romeo. 8 months? You have been feeling this for 8 months? And you never told me? You watched me fall in love with her. You watched me ask her to be my girlfriend. You watched me say I love you to her. And you said nothing? I did not want to hurt you, I said. Hurt me? He stood up. He started pacing. Back and forth. Back and forth. Like a lion in a cage. You think this does not hurt? Finding out that my best friend, my brother, has been hiding feelings for my girlfriend? Do you know how that feels? No, I said honestly. I do not. I am sorry, Leo. I am so sorry. Sorry is a word, he said. Sorry is air. It does nothing. He was right. Sorry felt small. Too small for what I had done. I stood up too. I wanted to hug him. To make him understand. But he stepped back. He put his hand up. Like a stop sign. No, he said. Do not touch me. So I stood there. Like a statue. A stupid, broken statue. Why did you tell her? He asked. Why tonight? Why not keep it to yourself forever? You should have taken it to your grave, Romeo. To your grave. Because I could not, I said. Because every day I pretended to be happy for you, I died a little. And tonight she was kind to me. She made me cookies. She listened to me talk about my father. And I just broke. I am human, Leo. I made a mistake. A mistake? He laughed again. The broken laugh. A mistake is forgetting to pay rent. A mistake is burning dinner. This is not a mistake. This is a betrayal. You betrayed me. In my own home. With my girlfriend. While I was at work. That word, betrayal, hit me like a stone. Because it was true. I had betrayed him. Not with a physical thing. But with my heart. And hearts are messy. Hearts do not follow rules. The rain got harder. It sounded like 1,000 tiny hammers on the roof. Leo sat down on the floor. Right there on the dirty carpet. He put his head in his hands. He was not crying. But he was close. I could see his shoulders shaking. I introduced you to her, he said, his voice muffled by his hands. I brought her into our life because I trusted you. I thought you were safe. I thought you were happy for me. I was happy for you, I said. Part of me was. The part that loves you. But the other part, the selfish part, that part wanted her for myself. I am not proud of it. I am ashamed. Every single day, I am ashamed. Leo looked up. His eyes were wet now. But no tears fell. He was holding them back. Like a dam. Just like I had held back my feelings. What happens now? He asked. I did not have an answer. I still do not, honestly. But that night I said, I will leave. I will pack my things. I will find another place. You guys can have the apartment. You can have the singing couch. You can have everything. I will just disappear. Disappear? Leo stood up. He grabbed my shoulder. Hard. Not friendly anymore. You think disappearing fixes this? You think running away makes it better? No, Romeo. You do not get to run. You have to sit in this. You have to feel this. Like I have to feel this. What do you want me to do? I asked. My voice broke. Finally. The tears came. Hot and stupid. Running down my face like the rain on the window. I do not know, he said. And his voice broke too. I do not know what I want. I want my best friend back. But I do not know if you are still my best friend. I do not know who you are anymore. Those words cut deeper than anything. I do not know who you are anymore. Because he was right. I had hidden so much of myself that even I did not know who I was. I was Romeo the liar. Romeo the pretender. Romeo the friend who loved his best friend's girl. The night ended badly. No big fight. No shouting match. Just silence. A heavy, terrible silence. Leo went to his room. I went to mine. We did not say goodnight. We did not say anything. I did not sleep. I just lay there, listening to the rain, thinking about every moment we had shared. Every laugh. Every high five. Every late night talk about nothing and everything. And I knew that I had destroyed it. Not Elena. Not Leo. Me. My confession. My stupid, honest, painful confession. The next morning, Leo was gone when I woke up. His room was empty. His bed was made. Too perfectly. Like a hotel bed. That was not like Leo. Leo never made his bed. He said making the bed was a lie to yourself. But he had made it. Perfectly. As if he was saying goodbye to something. I found a note on the kitchen table. It was written on a napkin. Because of course it was. Leo wrote everything on napkins. The note said, I need time. Do not call me. I will call you. Maybe. L. That was it. No. Love. No. Brother. Just. L. Like we were strangers. I read that napkin 50 times. I put it in my pocket. I carried it everywhere for a week. It smelled like coffee. The days that followed were dark. I went to work. I smiled at customers. I recommended sad books to sad people. But inside I was a ghost. I stopped eating. I stopped sleeping. I lost 10 pounds. My mom called me and asked if I was sick. I lied and said I had a cold. I tried to call Leo. He did not pick up. I sent him messages. Long ones. Apologizing. Explaining. Begging. He read them. I know because the little, seen, sign appeared. But he never replied. Elena moved out of the apartment. I do not know where she went. Leo stayed somewhere else too. The apartment became a museum of our broken friendship. The singing couch sat there, silent. The second mug in the sink, the one Leo always used, stayed clean and alone. 1 week passed. Then 2. Then 3. I started to lose hope. I started to accept that maybe this was the end. Maybe some friendships are not meant to last forever. Maybe some confessions are too heavy to carry back from. But then, on a Tuesday night, at 9:47 p.m., my phone rang. It was Leo. I almost dropped the phone. My hands were shaking so badly. I took a breath. Then another. Then I answered. Hello? I said. Like a mouse. There was silence. Then Leo's voice. Tired. Hoarse. As if he had been crying. Or screaming. Or both. Romeo, he said. Can we talk? Face to face. At the old bridge. Tomorrow. 6 p.m. Yes, I said. Too fast. Yes. I will be there. Okay, he said. And then he hung up. No. Goodbye. No. See you. Just click. I spent the whole night staring at the ceiling again. Thinking about the old bridge. That was our place. Our secret spot. A small wooden bridge over a tiny river on the edge of town. We went there as teenagers. We threw sticks into the water and bet on which stick would win. We talked about our dreams. We talked about our fears. That bridge had heard all our secrets. And now it was going to hear the end of our story. One way or another. I arrived at the old bridge at 5:30 p.m. Half an hour early. I could not help it. I was too nervous to sit at home. Too nervous to eat. Too nervous to breathe properly. The river was low. The sticks were still there, stuck between rocks. Old memories. Old bets. Old laughter. Everything felt like a museum of us. I leaned against the wooden rail. The wood was rough. Cold. It smelled like rain and moss. I looked down at the water. It did not care about my problems. It just flowed. In a way, I was jealous of that water. At 6 p.m. exactly, I heard footsteps on the gravel. I turned around. It was Leo. He looked different. Not bad. Just different. He had lost weight too. His eyes had dark circles under them. Like he had not slept in weeks. He was wearing an old hoodie, the one I gave him for his birthday 3 years ago. The one with the small hole in the sleeve. Seeing him in that hoodie broke something in me. Because it meant he still remembered. He still kept my gift. He stopped a few feet away from me. Not close. Not far. Just there. "Hey," he said. "Hey," I said. Silence. The river flowed. A bird screamed somewhere. It felt like the whole world was watching us. Leo put his hands in his pockets. He looked at the water. He did not look at me. "I have been angry," he said. "Very angry. Angry like I have never been before. I wanted to punch walls. I wanted to break things. I wanted to scream at you until my throat bled." I nodded. "I know. You have every right. But," he continued, "after the anger went away, something else came. Sadness. A deep, heavy sadness. Because I miss you. I missed my friend. And I hated that I missed you. Because I felt like I should not miss someone who hurt me." That made sense. And it made no sense at the same time. That is how feelings work. They are not logical. They are messy. Like spaghetti. Leo finally looked at me. His eyes were wet. But still, no tears fell. He was stronger than me. I was already crying. Quiet tears. The kind that just fall without permission. "Elena broke up with me," he said. My heart stopped. Actually stopped. For 1 second, I felt nothing. Then a flood of feelings. Guilt. Sadness. Relief? No. Not relief. Something else. Something ugly. "Leo, I am so sorry," I said. And I meant it. I really meant it. "She said she could not be with me knowing that you felt that way about her," he said. "She said it would always be weird. That every time she looked at me, she would see you. And every time she looked at you, she would feel guilty. So she ended it. Clean. Fast. Like ripping off a bandage." I wanted to say something. Anything. But my mouth was dry. My brain was empty. Leo picked up a small stone from the ground. He threw it into the river. It made a soft plop. The ripples spread out. Then disappeared. "I lost her," he said. "And I almost lost you. In 1 week, I lost 2 of the most important people in my life. Do you understand how that feels?" "No," I said honestly. "But I can guess. It feels like dying." He nodded. "Yeah. Like dying." Another long silence. The wind picked up. The trees whispered. Then Leo did something I did not expect. He laughed. Not the broken laugh from before. A small, sad, human laugh. "You know what is funny?" he said. "You are the dumbest smart person I know. You read 100 books. You know big words. But you could not just talk to me? You could not just say, 'Hey Leo, I think I like the same girl as you.' What do we do? Instead, you hid. You let it grow. You let it become a monster." "I was scared," I said. "Of what?" "Of losing you," I said. "I thought if I told you, you would hate me. So I stayed quiet. But staying quiet made me lose you anyway. So I lost either way." Leo looked at me for a long time. Then he nodded. "That is the saddest part," he said. "You tried so hard not to lose me that you lost me anyway. That is a special kind of stupid, Romeo." I laughed too. A wet, crying laugh. "I know. I am special." He moved closer. Not all the way. Just 1 step. But it was a step. "I am still angry," he said. I will be angry for a while. Maybe a long while. I cannot just forget what happened. I cannot pretend that everything is fine. Because it is not fine. I know, I said. But, he continued, I also know that 12 years is a long time. 12 years of friendship is not nothing. It is not small. It is the biggest thing in my life, besides my family. And I am not ready to throw it away because of one terrible night. My heart, which had been broken, started to beat again. Slowly. Carefully. Like it was learning how. So what do we do? I asked. Leo sighed. He sat down on the bridge, his legs hanging over the edge. I sat down next to him. Not too close, but close enough to feel that he was there. We do not go back to how things were, he said. That version of us is dead. We cannot wake it up. Okay, I said. We make something new, he said. Something smaller. Slower. We start with coffee. Once a week. And we talk. Real talk. About feelings. About fears. About everything we used to hide. That sounds hard, I said. Leo smiled. The first real smile I had seen from him in weeks. Good things are hard. Fast things break. Slow things last. I looked at the river. The water kept flowing. One direction. Always forward. Maybe that was what we needed to do. Move forward. Not back. I promise I will never hide anything from you again, I said. No more secrets. No more pretending. If I feel something, I will say it. Even if it is ugly. Even if it is hard. Leo turned to me. His eyes were still wet. But there was something else now. Something warm. Something like hope. And I promise I will try to forgive you, he said. Not today. Not tomorrow. But I will try. Because you are my brother. And brothers forgive. Eventually. We sat there on that old bridge until the sun went down. We did not talk much. We watched the stars come out. One by one. Tiny lights in a dark sky. At some point, Leo took something out of his pocket. A chocolate bar. He broke it in half. He gave me the bigger piece. Just like he did 12 years ago, under that tree, when I had peanut butter on my nose. There, he said. Now we are still friends. You still have no choice. I took the chocolate. It melted in my mouth. It was the best thing I had ever tasted. That was 6 months ago. Leo and I are not the same as before. We are different. The friendship is different. There is a small scar now. A mark that will always be there. Like a crack in a beautiful vase. The vase is still beautiful. But you can see the crack. You can see where it broke. We have coffee every Tuesday. Sometimes we talk about deep things. Sometimes we just sit in silence. Both are okay now. Elena moved to another city. I heard she is happy. I hope she is. She was never the bad person in this story. Neither was Leo. The only bad person was the secret. The silence. The fear. I learned something. Maybe the most important thing I will ever learn. Secrets are like seeds. You plant them small. You think you can control them. But they grow roots. They grow branches. And one day, they burst out of the ground and destroy everything around them. If you are hiding a feeling right now, a big one, a scary one, do not be like me. Do not wait until the dam breaks. Find the right moment. Find the right words. Even if it is hard. Even if it might hurt. Because the truth, even when it hurts, is cleaner than a lie. A lie poisons slowly. The truth hurts fast. But then it heals. Like a cut that bleeds, then scabs, then becomes a scar. You can live with a scar. You cannot live with a poison inside you. Tonight, I am going to Leo's place. We are going to watch a stupid movie. He is going to make popcorn. I am going to burn it. He is going to call me an idiot. I am going to call him a giant baby. And then we are going to sit on his new couch. It does not sing. That is okay. Some things end. Some things break. But some things, the real things, find a way to come back. Not the same. Never the same. But still standing. Still together. If you are watching this, and you have a Leo in your life, hold them close. Tell them the truth. Even the hard truth. Because a friendship that can survive a confession, even a painful one, is a friendship worth fighting for. Thank you for listening to my story. I hope it taught you some English. But more than that, I hope it taught you something about being human. We are all broken in our own ways. The magic is not in being perfect. The magic is in finding someone who will sit with you on a broken bridge, share a chocolate bar, and say, "We will figure it out." I am Romeo. And this was my confession. Take care of your people.